In the previous two videos, we explored data tables and goal seeks in what-if analysis in Excel. So data tables helped us explore multiple possibilities. Goal seek helped us hit a specific target. But in a real business decisions, we usually don't think in single numbers. We think in scenarios, right? The scenarios can be, let's say, worst case scenario, best case scenario, and something in between. That exactly what scenario managers is built for. And scenario manager is used when more than one input changes and you want to compare complete business equations. So if you try to do this manually, you end up copying values, breaking formulas, or doing math in your head. Scenario manager solves that cleanly. Let's quickly look at our revenue model. It's just the same. We have monthly subscription price, then we have the number of active users, and then the monthly revenue, which is calculated by these two numbers. So the formula like will never change, and scenario manager only swaps the input values. That's the main crux of using a scenario manager. So let's try to use that out. Firstly, I will just go to the data tab, and then I would click to scenario manager. And here now a widget appears, and here as you can see, like we can add different scenarios. So let's try to add scenario one, and I can give it a name, something like worst case, and here I would need to changing cell range. So we actually want to change these two values. As I said, like here we will not be changing the formula or referencing the formula. So I can comment it something like worst case scenario, or I can just copy that from here. Worst case scenario, and I'll just click OK. So here I would need to uh, change its value. So for the worst case scenario, what are the values that we need to assume? So let's try to enter 15 subscription price, and then for the users, let's say it's 4,000 instead of 5,000. So that is our worst case scenario for the business. I'll just click OK, and we got this scenario. And in the same way, we can add multiple scenarios. eh, So I'll just again go over here, or I can just simply click add from here. So here, let's try to add one more scenario, and this scenario can be most likely. And here again, we need to refer to these cells that we want to change. And here I can just give it a comment as most likely scenario, or we can just simply skip that out. Okay, so here, since it is the most likely, so I think let's stick to these values. I'll just click OK, and then I'll just try to add one last, which is our best case scenario. And here the numbers are same. Let's just make sure it's in dollar sign so it don't change. And that would be our best case scenario. And now when I'll hit OK, and for the best case scenarios, let's say we have increased our subscription price from 20 to $30, and our number of users have also increased from 5,000 to 7,000. That is the best case scenario for our business. So we got these three scenarios. Now let me show you something powerful. And in this, let's say whatever scenario I want to check and see what its impact and the overall impact on that monthly revenue. So what I can do is I can just double click on each scenario and it would just change the numbers. So for the worst case scenario, the subscription price has reduced from 20 to $15, and then same is the case with number of users, and our revenue is decreased from $100,000 to 60,000, right? That is our worst case scenario. We can just quickly double click and then do a comparison, right? And let's say I actually moved to best case scenario, and when I will close that, the number would not change. It's the same number. And let's say if I just go back to scenario manager, and then I just go back to worst case, it would just show me this number. And same is the case. Let's say if I just goes to most likely, it would show me this number. Okay. So let me also show you one other powerful tip of this. And we have an option of summary here. So let's say if I choose the scenario summary for the result, like which cell I want to choose. So let's say this one. Let's just select that. And for the result, as you can see, like it have given me a summary for the each of the scenarios. This is the current value that it actually picked from these two cells, and then it gave me the worst case, most likely, and best case scenario values that I actually got. And yeah, this is the output. So uh, this is the exact type of output management expects. So in real companies, data table explore options, goal seek hits target, scenario manages sports decision. This is where these tools are often used together. So to summarize, scenario manager handles multiple inputs. It compares full business situations and it helps make strategic decisions. So yes, that's it for this video. If you find it helpful, like it, subscribe and let me know what topic you want next. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.